What's up guys, Guillaume and welcome back to Pro Sandwich 2022 for episode number 73, I believe, of the Cannondale Garmin Pyramid. Episode number 1 of season 6, as we are now Cannondale-Drapac. If you've missed the previous episode, I highly would recommend to go ahead and check it out as we wrapped up season 5 and we took a look at some of the transfers. Heading into this new season, we're gonna have plenty of new races starting in this episode. As you know, I've replaced the Down Under a couple of seasons ago. We had a Grand Tour in Australia. We had a Grand Tour in the United States of America. Now we have an 11-day race in the Himalaya. First stage of the Tour of the Summit between Tinsukia and Pasigat. I'm gonna guess those races are in India. I would have liked to put the race in Nepal as the country. Sadly, Nepal doesn't exist in PCM, so it's a bit disappointing. I'll show you the parkour in the second stage, but it should be a very interesting race. The lineup is basically Jonas Krier, and then we're gonna count on my good friend Inshallah, because there's nothing. Nordhagen with +5 on the stage, that doesn't really matter. Sprint-wise, we've gone with Callum Scott. And the rest of the team is basically filled with riders that will have less than 50 race days this year. So at least they won't complain by not having a Grand Tour despite it being only 11 days. Heading into the final 15 kilometers of the stage, I'd decided to take the lead a bit early just so I can show you the new teams in the peloton. Starting off with Maris Mikkel's Scuderia Ferrari, the Italian team. They're back. They are replacing the team that had become well, it was Eolo Cometa. It became something else. I didn't like the sponsor. I went with Ferrari. So now we've got Mercedes and Ferrari in the peloton. Here, just up the road, we've got Ilan van Wilder for the team Mega, which is the former Spotify Quickstep. They had changed to Sports Proximus, which is, well, unfortunate because Sports Proximus already exists in this save, so I had to switch it. I'll just pause it because we're 10k. Well, within the final 10k. Here we've got Blake Quick for, I think that's Hey Lala. I do not know who the fuck they are, but as a sponsor, it's a lovely jersey, that's why I went for it. But they're replacing Sakarya, which is a Turkish team. And I think we have Deleuze here, which haven't changed. It's the former Israel. And we have one more changed team here, which is Leopard Trek. They are replacing, I think it's called Powell's Southern or something along those lines. And they are Powell's Southern. That's who they are. Final 5 kilometers. I don't really plan on winning the sprint. Callum Scott is mostly here to get some sort of experience. He won't do any Grand Tours this year. The Brit, he'll be sprinting on his own and maybe earning a golden buzzer. Also, Nordhagen managed to lose the wheel of Jasper, of Miranda, which is great, simply lovely. Here's Joël Suter, and we're gonna start the first sprint of the season, completely underwhelming. That's exactly what I wanted to see. First mountain stage of the season, we've got the climb of Rumgong in today's stage. I'm not sure if it's a very difficult one between Pasigat and Pessing. Jonas Krier with a 0. As I said, he's my leader throughout the race. Hopefully I can win a couple of jerseys and a couple of stages with him. Just like that, final 5 kilometers of the stage. We did pace in the climb just a bit, and it was enough to reduce the leading group to 35 riders. We're gonna go 99 with Kristen. Joël Suter is my sprinter, and therefore should be the one that wins today. I just wanted to have Jonas Krier in the wheel, just in case he could get bonus seconds or something like that. In my wheel is Lucas Hamilton. All my respect to the Aussie, but I thoroughly hope he doesn't win and he won't. It's a win for Joël Suter today in Along, and he is our first winner of the season. Jonas Krier comes home second with Kevin Vauquelin in P3. This is more like the Himalaya I know and love, as we are starting on gravel. We are heading to the Chindet top. Then we'll have a massive eagle nest pass, and it'll be all valley-ish from up there. Down towards Rupa in 134 kilometers. We are leading the general classification with Joël Suter. Jonas Krier is the best young rider hopefully Jonas can add the blue jersey to his collection later on, but Joel Suter with a +5 today could definitely keep his jersey. I guess Joel Suter won't win the stage. 110 kilometers remaining in the stage. The peloton only has 26 riders. Update, we're all dead in a group of 3 up front. Bernal, Yates, and Jonas Crea. Then we've got Harrison Wood, Kevin Vauquelin, Florian Lepovets. Then another group of 3. This is absolutely ridiculous. I love this game already. I'm in love with this race as well. Shout out to Nepal for making great mountains. Big ups the world. There's been a crash involving Egan Bernal and Adam Yates. Most of the riders had managed to pull back and come back together after the Eagle Nest. Not without difficulties, I absolutely allow it, but as Luke Plapp, Antonio Pedrero and Conor Price are trying to not get themselves dropped, it is a 29-man peloton heading into the final 40 kilometers of the stage in Chergon. Currently leading is Leo Heita, and Thibaut Pinot has attacked the GOAT for... Well, I mean, I thought he was retired. He's not retiring yet, so maybe there's another chance at seeing him in Rainbow in the end of the... Yeah. Go on, Thibaut. Allez. And a strong chance that the win might be ahead. Lepovets, Vauquelin, and Harrison Wood have left us. I absolutely did not see that coming. They paced at the summit of Chergon. I was like doing 86, 87. I got dropped, but it was like a 20-second drop, thinking that riders would pace, and no one really did. Well, I think for us, we're done for the win. And we'll also lose the leader's jersey today, as the 3 riders ahead were very well placed. And we're going to attack from the very get-go. Bernal follows, Van Velde, Yates, all in the wheel. No one else able to follow us, but then again, all the good riders of the race are already ahead of us. Yates can find the legs to counter-attack. Yates is very strong in this early season, but it is Florian Lepovets from Team Banki that takes the win in Rupa ahead of Harrison Wood, Kevin Vauquelin, Yates, Crea and Bernal fighting for the aggregate position, or the accessed position. Well done, Florian. After yesterday's interesting stage, we head back for more mountain, another +5 for Jonas Crea, already triggering his fitness peak after 3 days of racing. That's my kind of king. And yeah, Miranda with -2, that's not good. But the +5 of Mason Ray could definitely prove to be crucial in the climb there, which I will not say. Well, I let the peloton pace, because Team Ball were to defend their jersey. Well, they don't want to just defend the jersey. The gap is 12 minutes heading into the final 16 kilometers of the stage as Voxy takes the lead. The rhythm is about to go from quite low to absolutely unbearable for anyone that doesn't have 84 mountain or above. Still, I think the breakaway has what it takes to take the win with some good climbers in the group, mostly Asbjørn Hellemoser, Michael Storer, or the riders such as Roger Adria and Victor Lafay. And despite a very, very high rhythm, we've only gained 30 seconds back on the peloton. Back on the breakaway. Mr. Alioeta and Victor Lafay on a world of their own here as we're in the final 9 kilometers of the climb. Mr. Pinarello is going to show off his bike and attack. No one here follows. Tim van Dijk cannot pace. Tim Wellens is the one that will take the lead. It's difficult for Tim Wellens. Years have not been kind on the Belgian. We've let Egan Bernal go, which is not ideal. It was Yates pacing and then he just stopped. So Bernal has a minute on us. I'm going to try and pace in this wool-ish looking portion. Still more than 10 minutes for the lead. It's gonna be Heita or Lafay. They're both dead. They both look completely done. The win is for... Well, it's a tight finish, but it's Leo Heita that takes the stage. And the GC is gonna go to Victor Lafay, teamable, keeping, I guess, the leader's jersey. Good for them. Bernal has cracked. I think Yates... Oh, Yates is on the brink of cracking. Yates is gonna crack. It's a very good day at the office for Jonas Crea. Lovely. Lovely. We're gonna lose about 7 minutes 30, but mostly we've managed to set ourselves as the main favourites in this race. Some more mountains, a very long climb. We are going to the Trimstingla Pass. 60 kilometers of mountain. This is great. This is fun. This is why PCA was built. To have some dumb fun on some dumb roads in a place you would not expect to see cycling. GC-wise, we sit 3 minutes and 21 minutes. 3 minutes and 21 seconds, behind Victor Lafay. 1 second behind Adam Yates, and we've managed to stop 50 seconds on Egan Bernal. That's good. Crash in the peloton, Egan Bernal and Adam Yates have crashed again. And it's a DNF for Adam Yates 3 days into the season, and the Brit is already struck with bad luck. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. And the worst thing is that his team is pacing now. Why? Why, Andreas Krohn, why do you feel the need to pace? Why do you feel the need for speed? Because there's none. Your team is done now. I'm hoping that Nordhagen can come back so I can have an added teammate. As we've started the main climb and the summit, well, it's in 60 kilometers. Everyone is dead. Hector Miranda, is completely gone. And, now I have a dilemma. Do I attack? We're gonna attack with Jonas Krea. Try to bridge this group. Try to let ourselves being paced by the breakaway. When the final kilometers of the climb, the Frimschingla were well and truly above 3,600 meters at its summit. Do you know, like 60 kilometers at an average of 5%? That's just not nice. Bernal is dropping positions. I'm gonna attack. I've got a +5. I really need to make the most out of it. Van Velde not really keen on letting me go, which I absolutely understand. But I think Bernal is dropped with 30 kilometers left. Adam Yates is out of the race. Jonas Krea now has a straight line towards a potential title, especially considering that Florian Lipovitz, the best rider in the group, has been dropped. It's unsure whether we'll win this stage, but we've done absolutely great when it comes to the general classification. Van Velde is now will be P2 of the GC, I think, and he sits more than 2 minutes behind us. Pinarello has been attacking for about 10 kilometers now. I think, brother, it's time you just maybe take a bit of a breath. It's better for the cardio, I presume. 2.7k, Jonas Krea in P2. Pinarello, we're going to start the sprint because I'm pretty sure it's still downhill. Jonas Krea is going to take the lead here next to Pinarello and Van Velde. Can the Italian of Ineos hold on in his 10-kilometer attack? The answer is no. It's a win for Jonas Krea in Ura Park after having climbed the Frimschingla Pass. But mainly, the competition is light years behind. Egan Bernal is going to lose more than 4 minutes, and Adam Yates is out. More mountains. Today we climb the Pelela Pass, then we go back down, and then we climb all the way up to the Dochula Pass before a downhill portion towards Thimphu, the capital city of Bhutan. Okay, well, let's have fun, shall we? 10 kilometers until the summit of the Dochula Pass. I have no teammates anymore except Fabio Christen. That means that it's time to attack with Jonas Krea. Also, it's a good timing for me, so I can get water with the Luxembourg rider. 6 minutes for the breakaway where we find a certain Victor Lafay. And right now, well, he's moving back into the leader's position. Actually, no, he's not, because he got dropped. But the best young rider was at one point back into the leader's position of this race. Okay, to go. We haven't dropped anyone. As a matter of fact, we got dropped by Egan Bernal. The world champion is soon going to get co-opted though by Jonas Krea, Van Velde, Michael Stara and Andreas Leknesund. Final sprint, Mark Hirschi has won in Thimphu. And we shall be fighting for what seems to be P5. And as a matter of fact, Jonas Krea is strong enough that I'm pretty sure there's going to be a gap with Egan Bernal. P5 for Krea today. Good work. We're on the way for some more mountains again between Gurubatan and Darjeeling. This climb does not look like it's very kind. The Pattabong Tea Garden. No, see, like I usually have tea as something quite relaxing. Relaxing would not be the word I'd use to describe this 14 kilometer climb. at an average of 11% and a max of 20. And we are in this final climb, the Patebong Tea Garden. 13 kilometers of climbing, and we've got Mason, Ray, Kristen, Nordhagen that paced the entire day. For some odd reason, Mr. Miranda just decided not to pace, and it seems that Nils Pollitt and Hugo Tumir are the one leading the peloton. 3:45 for the breakaway, a breakaway where Andreas Legnesund just attacked with Natnele Araya and Lorenzo Milesi, and nearly called him Yuri again for the start of the season. Meanwhile, it seems that the spells of Mr. Potter have not worked. And we've started the difficult part of the climb, the final 6 kilometers of it. Jonas Krea has lost some ground to Egan Bernal and the others, mostly because I was counting on Joël Suter, but I mean, he died with good reasons. It's a terrain that's very much difficult and out of his preferred zone. Milesi leads ahead of Steph Kras, Leknosund is there, and then Bernal, Gébert, Wood, Jonas Krea coming back slowly but surely on the world champion. And just like that, we only have 2 riders at the front, Jonas Krea and Egan Bernal, the world champion, against the future of cycling, the one that has been called the Luxembourgish Tadej Pogačar. 4K to go, and he's just made the world champion drop out of his wheel. Jonas Krea on his way towards a win in Patebong, on his way towards a title here. He rose above absolutely everything, and he claims the win. In Darjeeling, Jonas Krea has conquered the Himalayas, and there are still 4 stages left in this race. Well done, Jonas. This is promising for this year. Back for some sprint, they managed to find the only piece of valley in the Himalayas between Dhamak, Nepal, and Panzaran. Do you say Nepal in English, or do you say Nepal? In French, it's definitely Nepal. I'm not sure. Final 5 kilometers, Mr. Miranda paces, Nordhagen in the wheel, then Callum Scott, Joël Suter, and Jonas Krea. Pretty sure it's not Callum Scott. I just really want to call him Callum because of the singer. And that's the only name starting in a C that I can think about. Nordhagen is going to try and not get blocked here throughout this pack, or amidst this pack, should I say. Mr. Scott is well placed. There goes the Brit. Joël Suter in the wheel. Joël has been dropped. Left for dead as Caleb Ewan takes a win by about 3 billion years on Jensen Plowright and Pierre Gautera. It's a top 10 for Craig Scott. Nice one. Good top 10, and I've learned his name. 200 kilometers today between Boipur and the Everest Gateway in Nepal. I don't know what the gateway is. Like, because it clearly says Everest. I know we're not going to the Everest, but at least I now have a title. That's what matters here. Bit of a shame as Mr. Nordhagen just withdrew from the race. I plan on attacking with some of my riders just to have some fun. I guess I won't. This feels very good having an actually talented rider. It really feels quite nice. We've dropped everyone except Bernal. This is great because this is a reminder of the breakaway. There we go. Yep. 63 kilometers left. Jonas Krea and Bernal are on their own. 30 kilometers later, and it is still Jonas Krea and Bernal. Then it's Marc Hirscher. Then I'm not really sure whether the peloton is nearby. Van Wilder is a mile behind. So is Harrison Wood. So is Florian Lipovitz. Everyone has been completely dropped. Bar Egan Bernal, the world champion, still in the wheel of Jonas Krea. He has not taken a single relay in 30 kilometers. Not one. Steph Kras is on his way to take the stage, I think, today. Vids will probably grab seconds, although we may be able to catch him. But I'm going to have to rest in this downhill portion, and that means I'm going to lose some more time. We're going to have the start of Falpu in about 100 meters, just at the bottom of this downhill. The aim is to attack from the get-go, see what Egan does. If he follows, and fair play, I'll probably bring him until the end. If he doesn't follow, though, then we're within a shot at maybe dropping him. Let's take a look. Bernal doesn't immediately jump in the wheel. As a matter of fact, Bernal does not jump in the wheel. The world champion just came back. It took him 12 kilometers, but he managed to... no, not 10. I'm chatting sheets. I don't know. I need to do some mathematics. Probably about 5 kilometers to come back. We dropped everyone, including Steph Kras, the poor Belgian. Didn't do anything. He just got dropped. Well, got dropped, End of the story for Steph. Come on, lads. 2 kilometers. We are out of energy. Gonna go 20. Oh, Bernard's gonna attack. Yeah, well done. Well done again. You've done nothing all day. Well done. Good. Tactically speaking, I must say he was perfect. Well done. It's a win for the world champion at the Everest Gateway. We're gonna lose, 35 seconds. Did he just celebrate? Brother! We're gonna lose a minute, that's fine. I had to lead 8. Let's take a look at the gaps, just for a second. There's 10 minutes on P9. What the fuck? This is a great race. If you haven't had enough mountains by now, you're gonna get more. We're going to Puanle and then La Corilanda for 116 kilometers. That shouldn't be too difficult considering the profiles we've had in the past few days. 14 kilometers left. Hector Miranda was in the breakaway alongside Chris Hamilton. And he's done great. He's done great. He was by far the best rider in the break. Sadly not strong enough to go to the end in Panlang. And it's going to be a sprint with 26 riders, unless we see some attacks in the final KOM, which I don't think will be the case. So yeah, a sprint, Joël Suter, could be a key element today. 3k until the end. Is that an attack here on the right side? Yeah, it is. Michael Storer following Van Velde, following Lipovitz. We're gonna jump in the wheel. Obviously. Joël Suter did not make it with good reasons. Oh, did I follow the wheel of the only guy that's gonna die? Oh, for fuck's sake. Michael Storer, dickhead. Are you really gonna block me in? No, he's not. Jonas Krea takes the win in Hindi ahead of Van Velde and Bernal. Yep. We found a gem, lads. We found a fucking gem. And of course, Mr. Krea would finish this race with a +5 between Dolalgat and Kathmandu. We're climbing the Budamandia, the hotel at the end of the universe, then Nagarkot, and then it should be a peaceful ride for the final 30 kilometers. We'll see whether Joël Suter is still in the group. There's a chance that he could, and maybe he would be able to fight for yet another win. Jonas Krea so far has every jersey bar the mountain one. Let's try to fix that. 2 kilometers left in the final climb of this tour of the summit, as it is called, or as I have called it. If you've enjoyed said tour, let me know, because I'd probably bring it back. Actually, no. I'll bring it back like in the next game, probably. I think this is the last season, as I had said. But yeah, that's always a cool add to know that you liked the race or not. After that, you'll have the Aussie Championship, the road race, which has already been raced, and then the end of the episode. Final 6 kilometers, we're in the outskirts of Kathmandu, and Jonas Krea is going to get crowned by the Masters of Mountain, where alpinists have thrived. Jonas Krea has excelled, both in the mountain aspect, and the rider from Luxembourg has put his name on the map here, if it already wasn't the case. This is absolutely perfect heading into this new Grand Tour season. So far, I've only got, I think, a variant of the Tour de France. I haven't changed the Vuelta or the Giro. I'm expecting new routes to arrive in the coming days. I've got custom GCs being made. At least I hope one can be made by the time the Vuelta is being reached. It's going to be a win for Van Velde ahead of Obi Witst and Jonas Krea. But yeah, so far we've only got the Tour de France as a custom variant, so I'm hoping that the Vuelta and the Giro can have one by then. Final stage of the episode, we're in Australia for the Australian Championships. Last year, it was Jackson Fletcher that took his maiden win, and I believe his only win of his career so far. This year, he's joined by John Taylor. I'll have both in the breakaway. Hopefully, we can have the exact same outcome as last season. There's some good riders though ahead. Christy Johnson, Fisher, James Willen, Alexander Evans. Hopefully we can have 2 riders from Cannondale in that group. I've got a bit of an issue here. The peloton stopped the chase, which, on paper would be great. It wasn't for one rider. Him. Jai Hindley is in the breakaway. My chances of winning are just infinitesimal at this point. On the rest situation has taken a turn I hadn't expected. A group of 4 decided to attack. I was happy to follow, and Fletcher never managed to follow. So now they've they have a 3-minute lead on this group. I'm pretty sure we've just lost the Aussie Championships. We came back on the break, but it was too hard for Mr. Taylor. Nathan Craig wins in Geelong ahead of Harris, Caden Groves. Jai Hindley comes in P4. It's going to be P6 for, no, actually P7. Yeah, P7 for Taylor. I'd take it. Some say you shouldn't depend on one rider, and that's partially true. As you can see, Jules Suterras won a stage, and then it's Jonas Krier, Jonas Krier, Jonas Krier, Jonas Krier, Jonas Krier, Jonas Krier, and then also Jonas Krier. In the next episode, we'll start just like last year with the Colombian Championships, and then we'll head to yet another new race replacing the UAE Tour. It is the Bafana Tour in South Africa. It should be an interesting race. There's not much elevation, so I guess my abilities at playing VCM will be put to the test here, and once we've done that, then I don't know, maybe we'll do the Strade Bianche to wrap up the episode. And oh god, there's a new race you've seen on that screen, so we'll take a look at that soon. But I hope you've enjoyed the comeback of Cannondale-Drapac, and I'll see you all in the very, very near future. My name is Guillaume. Have an amazing day. See ya.
Pass me the funk, get your funk on, girl.